This is a little series of videos on grand finale, getting prepared for it, and then finally playing it. So the first element of this song is basically the E minor or G major pentatonic scale. All the notes in this song are coming straight out of this scale. So a good thing before you're attacking this song is to get comfortable just playing up and down the pentatonic scale. And so what we're going to do here is just a little practice session with, I think we're about 80 beats per minute. I'm going to use a drum machine instead of a metronome, but a metronome will work fine. 80 is a good kind of middle ground to start. If you need to slow this down a little bit, I think on YouTube you can still drop it up and down slightly. If you need a little bit more variation in the speed. But here we go. I'm just going to play. I'm going to do it without the thing first. The key thing with this scale, I'm going to try to get a good angle so you can see kind of the pick in hand, is when I'm going through, there's two notes on each string. The first one I'm picking in a downward motion. Second one, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Coming back down, same thing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's real important to be able to get comfortable with that alternating pick motion and keeping it strictly alternating down, up, down, up, down, up. And on this scale, there's two notes on every string, so it's a little bit easier to do that on than some scales where you have 1, 2, 3 notes, 1, 2, 3. You know, 3 notes on the same string gets a little bit trickier. But this scale, you know, it's pretty symmetrical, so that kind of lends itself well to this. So here we go. About 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a good thing just to kind of repeat up and down, up and down, up and down. There's going to be a lot of songs that are coming straight out of that scale or at least heavily based off this scale. So the more comfortable you are getting through there, the easier it is to do to play any song that's going to use kind of those shapes. The other thing we can do with this is we're playing in eighth note time, which means we're dividing up the beat. We're playing faster than the beat. So if this is the beat, I guess guess the beat would be twice that slow. So. So we're kind of cutting the beat in half and playing part of the things on the beat and part of the things off the beat. Things on the beat are a downstroke. Things off the beat are an upstroke. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now there's two popular ways to phrase these, I guess. One is what we just did right there. We're cutting the beat directly in half. And that's what I would call a straight eighth note feel. You can also do what's called a swing feel or a shuffle feel or a triplet feel. There's a bunch of names for it depending on what style of music you're dealing with. But basically, instead I'll do, here's a straight feel, shuffle feel, so it's basically they're both very similar, other than the straight feel, everything is cut directly in half. So you got half the beat on the downbeat, half the beat on the upbeat. And a shuffle feel, you got 2/3 and a third, so it's not divided up evenly. So it kind of gives that bluesy kind of shuffle. I think of it as the word I always ascribed to it was shuffle, which kind of, gets a good descriptive name for it. So let's do this. I'm going to change the beat. Instead of a straight beat, I'm now going to change it to a shuffle feel. Same tempo. Now let's play this for a minute with a shuffle feel. So, kind of use these exercises just to warm up a little bit, and if you have your own metronome or drum machine or anything like that, try doing, instead of playing along with this video, once you kind of get the hang of the motions, play along with that and you can start increasing the speed bit by bit. If you don't have one, play it on YouTube and try to bump up the speed a little bit, or we'll kind of start speeding these up as each video goes along. Alrighty, so next time we're going to take some of the parts out of Grand Finale and just kind of work on them bit by bit.